Everything that I said was going to happen happened yesterday on the markets. I'm sorry. Sorry. Everything that I said that was going to happen happened today in the markets. Like, happened to a T almost. And that's why it's so important to understand market structure because let me put my drawings back so you can see how I had marked up that price was going to buy just to do a higher time frame sell. If you don't believe me, go ahead and watch this video. I'm going to make sure that it pops up sometime now. I was not able to catch in on this because I was trading XRP today. And as you can see, my analysis played out on XRP as well, and it's still going down. Hopefully it comes back so that I can get in again. We don't know when this downtrend is going to finish on XRP, but whatever. None the least, what I was talking about with SPX and the NASDAQ happened to a TTTTT. So good. And so from a higher time frame, I knew that it was going to come back and make a lower high to do a lower low on the higher time frame. And so for the people who are trying to day trade every single day, you have to keep the higher time frame in mind. Otherwise, you can be liquidated at any time. So let me show you. There is a downtrend happening right now when it comes to the NASDAQ. There is a downtrend happening. And even if you're doing your analysis and you're just trying to scalp the markets, you still need to be taking at least the 1 hour into consideration. And if we're in an overall downtrend, then you know that this uptrend right here is just the correction phase. Okay. I trade ICC, the impulse, the correction, and the continuation. And so yeah, like I said, it happened to a T. This was beautiful to look at. And I hope you guys are able to get in for this sell. Now, remember, after a low is formed, what needs to form next? A high. So highs come after lows and lows come after highs. We need to keep in mind the trend that we're in, but also how long is this trend going to last? We've been in an uptrend for the NASDAQ since the beginning of time. So if we want to be particular, this uptrend started in April earlier this year. And now we can finally see some type of pullback to these. I'm sorry, I'm on SPX, but I'm also talking about the NASDAQ as well because they move the same. And so going back to the SPX, because I notice most people can trade the SPX because it's a lower margin that's involved in trading this. And so you can get in. But we have some resistance levels here that you need to keep in mind. That's one of them. So we're going to really see how price reacts coming up in these next, I don't know, it might happen tomorrow on a Friday, which I don't trade on Fridays. If you want to go ahead and try to trade on a Friday, go have fun. Do whatever you want to do. Okay. But we are going to see how far this market is going to take us. We have to consider these areas. And when it comes to this downtrend, and these are the areas that I'm looking at to see how price is going to react based off of this downtrend, how long this downtrend is going to happen, because we had a little bit of a pullback from February to April, and then it shot back up again. So keep in mind the higher time frames when it comes to stocks and when it comes to futures and when it comes to trading the Forex markets right now, because they're not going to go down forever. And if they are, you need to be able to have a plan on how you trade it. I don't know what gold is doing on the other hand. Yesterday, I was talking about selling gold and it did sell off, but the candlesticks are super weird right now. They're making lower highs, but the volume is just weird. I don't even know how to explain it. And it's very strange because there was extreme selling pressure over here. And now all of a sudden it's acting quite choppy. So I am personally staying away from gold. My eyes are on XRP, Solana coin. My eyes are on Bitcoin right now. I'm going to trade things that have market structure. So let's look at Bitcoin really quickly. Okay, Bitcoin has been in an uptrend as well. Sorry for the noise. I'm a mommy. Bitcoin has been on an uptrend. We are having a major pullback on Bitcoin right now. How long is this going to last? I want to see how Bitcoin reacts to these levels because that will determine if I will start looking for buys or continuing to sell up until this next support level. I'm sorry, this resistance level over here that will be turned into a support if Bitcoin continues going down. So really, you just need to keep in mind things are gonna happen, and you just need to position yourself as best as you can. I'll be staying on the 4-hour time frame when it comes to these cryptocurrencies. I'm not going to go any higher or any lower when I'm looking at my support and resistance levels to trade them. I am upset that I missed Bitcoin this morning, but I had a really nice sell on XRP. I was giving my son a bath this morning and I thought I was going to miss the move. And I'm so glad that I was able to catch a substantial amount. I walked away with $800 this morning. Wow, that's a big move. And it all happened in technically a bar. So I was expecting, and I have a short that I had posted breaking down what I was looking at from a higher time frame to the lower time frame. But I was expecting that XRP was going to come down and give me a lower high so that I can enter in another position and then drop. But this candle right here, this 15-minute candle, honestly surpassed me. And so within, I think my trade was like 30 minutes or less. I made $800 in 30 minutes today. And yeah, it was just insane to me. It was just insane to me how this candle moved, the volume. And I knew that it was going to go down, obviously, but wow, look at that drop. I should have stayed in. I should have held. And honestly, what I should have done is just like trail my stop loss. Just put a stop loss at a high on the 5-minute, and then this candle right here probably would have taken me out. So I'd have probably been up $1,000 today, but you know, I had my targets, I had my goals, and it's okay. You don't have to catch every single pip in the market. You just have to be smart with it. So yeah, if anything is happening over the weekends, I will try to update you guys in the wealth transfer group chat. It's a free Telegram where I go over the things that I'm looking at in the markets, and people get to ask me questions if they have any, and it's just a community that I would love to build. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next videos. I love you guys. Thank you for hitting subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.